Welcome back. So in this session, I wanted to go over the circle of fifths another time, but in a different way. This is another request from a subscriber, and I'm more than happy to do this for you guys. So if you have any suggestions or if you have any requests of any kind, let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate, okay? So in this situation, with the circle of fifths, it can be applied basically to any genre. Okay, so if you were like more prone to rock and riffs and that style of playing rather than folksy and acoustic and full chords and just like really light, or country would fall under that category as well, of that folksy type of soft pop rock type of thing, right? So, but if you were a little heavier on the heavier side, okay, and you enjoyed your riffs and you enjoyed power chords and stuff like that, well, the circle of fifths works in exactly the same way, okay? So if we looked at the key of E major, okay, and we want to just sort of do some power chords, okay, some riffing and power chords with the circle of fifths, well, we're in E major. So it's pretty simple, right? We have our circle of fifths and we have the circle within the circle, I like to call it, okay, where we draw around the 6 chords of our center and key, whichever one we're in. Okay, whichever key, whether it's major or minor, you just draw a circle around the 2 chords on either side of it and the 3 chords beneath it. Okay, that's it. It's simple as that. Those are your 6 chords. Now, whether you're in the major key or it's relative minor key, okay, you're using the same chords. So now we've got E major. What else do we have? Well, we have A major, we have B major, we have F sharp minor, G sharp minor, and C sharp minor. These are the 6 chords that we have available to us in the key of A major according to our circle of fifths, okay? So, what do? Well, whatever you want to do, okay? So if we're looking in the sort of rock genre, which way do you want to go, right? So we could do something like this. Let's see. We'll take E major, something like that, okay? All those chords are in the key of E major, of course. Now, having said that, if you wanted to go outside of the box, right? You're in E major, you want to go outside of the box. As an example, let's take this riff. E major, we'll go E major, A, G, B flat, okay, E. And on the second pass, we're gonna go to F. So basically, we'll be all over the shop. Check this out. All over the shop, okay? There's a B flat there, there's a G, there's an F, okay? We started off in the key of E major. We took E and we're resolving in the key of E, but we're going outside the box. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? But if you're gonna stick within the key that you're in, use the circle of fifths, and you could do a lot, all right? And you could even just use it as a starting board, like as a foundation, and then build on top of that and get out of the box as needed. Okay, if needed. So if we're gonna work with the relative minor of E major, we're gonna be in C sharp minor. And they're exactly the same chords, okay? C sharp minor, A major, G sharp minor, F sharp minor, E major, and B, okay? B major. So these are the chords we have available to us. Now we're gonna start with C sharp minor, okay? So we're gonna start here rather than here, okay? So let's see what we can do. totally different thing, right? C sharp minor, same chords, but we're starting from a different place, okay? Pretty cool. So that's basically a riff based on the same key as E major. It's the same. They're the same chords basically. Not the same key, sorry. Same chords. So we're using the same inventory, if you will, as we did with E major. And that is the beautiful thing about the circle of fifths. That's why the circle of fifths is invaluable. And I don't care what kind of music you're playing. I don't care what you're doing, whether it's rock, whether it's pop, whether it's folk, whether it's country, whatever you're doing, okay? It's invaluable. It's really one of those things that you can use over and over and over again and just have it near you, or better yet, memorize it, know it really well, and just use it as much as your heart desires. It's one of those things that just keeps on giving, okay? And Christmas is around the corner, so it's pretty cool. It's a good gift, maybe, to give someone that you know, maybe a fellow muso, just frame it, and give it as a gift, okay? So it's that valuable. It's really an incredible resource to use as a songwriter. And that's about it. I hope this helps. I hope it really gives you a better overview of the circle of fifths and how it can be applied in any way you want to apply it in any genre. And that you're not bound by whatever chords are within the circle of fifths, whatever the key is. You're not bound by those. You can go outside of that key and you could do whatever you want to do, okay? Whatever sounds good. That is the key here. Whatever sounds good to you. There's no rules here, okay? If it's got an edge, and sometimes when you go outside the key, you get that edge, right? Like this one here that we did earlier. G, not in the key. B flat, not in the key. F coming up. Definitely not in the key, okay? So, but it doesn't matter, okay? Because it sounds pretty cool, I think, pretty edgy. It's got that alternative sound to it, which can be very appealing. Now, it depends, of course, what kind of melodic line you're gonna put on top of it, but this could be an instrumental. It could easily be an instrumental. Of course, you're gonna have to put a solo on top if you're gonna do guitar or some other instrument, a keyboard, whatever it's gonna be, okay? But it's out of the box, okay? And that can be very appealing. So use the circle of fifths, understand the circle of fifths, just so you know where you're at, what your limits are, but don't be afraid to push those limits, all right? So I hope that helped. Until next time, take care.